Peggy. So Peggy's called in from the US, and we're going to be talking today about relationships and why you're not attracting the relationships that you're wanting. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. So, so what we're going to do is that we're going to go into your subconscious to find out what's really going on there. Okay. So tell me, what is the emotions that you're feeling around, not attracting these relationships that you want?
I think that the emotion that I feel mostly is frustration, because if you decide to do, like, say, online dating, and then you don't get any dates, then if you try to let it go and not do online dating, then you're not actually putting yourself out there. So there's kind of a catch-22, as I see it. And then if you go with, okay, I'm just going to let the universe bring someone to me, how are they going to bring someone to you if you're not actively doing something out there? But then you get the frustration of the online dating being frustrating.
This is really interesting, actually. I'm really glad that we're talking about this too, because this is probably something that a lot of people have issues with, right?
Yeah, I just had dinner with a girlfriend and we both discussed the same thing.
Because before online, what did people do?
They actually interacted and went out with each other. They hung out in groups, in school, in college, went to the bar, whatever. And I don't think people do that so much anymore. They just go online, they sit in their house, and they try to meet people online. But as I watch some young people who hang out in schools, it seems easy for some of them because they just hang out together. And so it's different from when I was in school, because it was more dating and when I was younger. But I think kids tend to hang out more and just do things together as a mixed group.
Yeah. So what I'm picking up from this is that because this online dating processes are quite popular, that it can almost become a belief that you have to use it and that you have to use that to be successful.
Yeah, that's kind of true, because if you don't play the game of online dating, which I have done, I will tell you, I've done it for like 14 years now, and very rarely do I get dates from online dating.
Because it's actually not aligned with who you are.
No, probably not.
Okay. So, and the thing is, you don't want someone who is always online, and you're saying that they're the people that that's what you have to do to connect to people, because they're always online, but you don't want to be with those people. So,
well, that's interesting, because that is true. Because I mean, I am a computer geek by trade, so I'm on a computer all the time. But yeah, you're kind of right that you want somebody. I want somebody that wants to be social, wants to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the movies, whatever, something like that. Go to dinner.
So I loved how you were saying, what it used to be like, and because that felt to me more aligned with who you are. Then as soon as you talk about the online world, it doesn't feel like you at all. So I think the reason why it's not working is because there is the belief out there that if you're not online, then you're not putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I think that's exactly true, Kim. I really do. And it's very frustrating, because for the last few years, I've not done as extensive trying to do online dating. I'll join for a while, then I'll quit, and then I'll join and then quit.
Yeah.
Because I tried to do it more in alignment with what I'm looking for. And so there's one dating service that I have to share this with you. It's called farmersonly.com. It's in the States. I don't know if it's over in Australia. But their ads are so funny, because they put animals like cows all these cows talking, and they go, oh, we like her, and they talking cow talking. They go, well, she takes care of us all the time. We just wish a guy would drop out of the sky. So then there's this handsome cowboy dude that drops out into the hay pile. And it's you got to look at those. Those are hysterical ads. And I did join. I did sign up, and I had one date, but it didn't, it wasn't. The guy was nice, but it didn't work anywhere.
Yeah.
But those are just kind of cool things. So I have to give that dating company some, it's really kind of cool, their ads, but it would be nice if you would just be out and about and meet somebody like the grocery store, like,
Okay, can I tell you that's how it's going to work? Because that is who you are and that's aligned with who you are. The thing is, the thing that really stands out for me about you is that you like being out with people and you like being out with groups of people. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. And plus with the showing of the dogs and stuff, when I go all over, I hang out with a lot of people.
Okay. Can I tell you that is enough putting yourself out there?
That is not enough?
It is enough.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you take your energy away from being online, because feeling into what you're talking about, it's just a belief that you need to be online and it's taking your energy away from what you actually really love and dropping your energy.
Oh, okay.
And dropping your vibration.
Does make sense, yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening is that you're putting your energy to be online. You just don't want that. It's not actually really interesting to you. So this is where completely get rid of all your online stuff and then put more of that effort into maybe even joining other meetup groups or other groups with like interests. That is where you will connect better with like-minded people. And again, when you're looking at energy and alignment, that's where you will find someone who is equally as sociable as you, because they will want to be with people. If you stay online, you will attract those people who like being online. Yeah. But then going through, so I'm purely picking up that in itself is just from picking up a belief that that's what you have to do is to go online. So you are really, really so aligned with not doing that you don't need to do that. And so that's just other people's belief that you've picked up. So let's go a little bit deeper because that's just the actual process of putting yourself out there. So I've only just touched the surface. So I'm just going to say that whatever feels good, just do that. And that will be enough of putting yourself out there. The next layer underneath is, because you've kind of talked about the frustration about attracting someone, but let's go underneath as to what could potentially stop you from connecting with someone. So I think it's more the attracting that we just dealt with, but now we want the connecting. Because we want to connect now that we know that your vehicle to attracting someone is to go out and be with groups of people because you like that. So now you need to know, well, how can I connect with someone when I do this? And if I can just ask you, from your experience in the past, have you usually connected with people by hanging out in groups?
Not lately. Sometimes it's still like online dating in a group. Because there's a lot of people there and they're all looking for someone, and it sometimes seems forced.
Maybe let's go back because you really have to get rid of the online. It doesn't suit you. It's not in alignment with who you are. Let's go back to before online. How did you go connecting with people then?
Well, I was involved in music and college activities. That's how I met my husband, and then I had a lot of friends at college. I mean, I still do hang out with some of the college. I work with the alumni group, and I do a lot of that. But I try to go back to the college for as often as I can for alumni events, which isn't very far from where I live. So I do keep involved with that quite a bit, and that is actually fun. So there's something coming up in a couple of weeks that I probably will go because they're honoring people that volunteer.
Yeah. Okay. So in the past, you've never had any problem connecting with people when you've actually hung out in groups.
Yeah, that would be true.
Okay. So does that then confirm to you that you will have no issue if you go back to hanging out in groups?
That's true. I do have a problem with the meetup groups, though. I just haven't done them because I've not ever been really sure that I'm picking the right group or whatever. So.
Okay, so then just go with your gut there and say other groups other than meetup groups.
Yeah, and I was involved in a singles group for quite some time, and we used to go out to dinner every week, and that was a lot of fun. So I still have a lot of fun to that group.
Good.
And that was fun. So maybe I should just go back with some of those.
Yeah.
Go back to doing that. So.
Yeah. I'm actually getting that you're not having any issue. You won't have any issues if you go back to what you know suits you and what is in alignment with you. And to be honest, like when you do that, it's just like listening to yourself. So as you said, it does actually connect also with the money and the spiritual, alignment. All that alignment is all about listening to yourself and doing what you actually like rather than picking up what other people tell you to do. Can you see that you already have the answers?
Yes.
So I think that, and so I'm going to use that as a trigger that you listen to other people too much. Okay. Yeah. So I want to find out what belief is causing that. And it'll be affecting the money, relationships, alignment, and spiritual process. So listening to other people is taking you away from yourself. So, so why do you think you listen to other people as often as you do?
Some of it stems from my upbringing. You have to be good and do good, gets attention. I think in many ways I grew up being, in order to get attention in the family, if you did well in school, you got attention. And it was different than I see my sisters doing with their children. They tend to give them undivided attention, and it's not that they have to go and have good grades or do good on sports or anything like that. So I think a lot of it is to be affirmed in a friendship or a relationship by doing well in something. That's how I would.
Okay. So then let's just say that if you didn't do well and weren't good, what did that mean about you?
So that I was like a bad person.
Yeah, thank you. So can I tell you that that is actually the belief that you have deep down inside of you, that you are in fact turning your back against yourself and constantly trying to do well and trying to be good or trying to be a good person because you have a belief inside of you that if you don't do that, that you're a bad person. Okay. So I'm going to tell you that belief, and you've already told me that belief has come from your upbringing, and that you have seen that if you do good and be good and all that sort of thing and you're doing well, that you're a good person. Can I say that the fact that you're thinking you're a bad person if you don't do that is all perception? So it's all what you learnt from the way they treated you, right? Okay. So as an adult, I'm going to get you to look at the fact that you've created a belief that you're a bad person if you're not good and that you're not doing well, simply as a coping mechanism as a child, that you thought that that's how life worked. It's like you thought that that's the way the dating life worked, was that it had to be online. You thought that to be a good person, you had to do well and to be good, otherwise that you're a bad person, and that's just what you learned back then. But as an adult, what is the truth?
The truth is that I'm not a bad person.
Yep.
I can make my own choices, and I am enough just as I am.
Hooray! Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I hope you wrote that down, because that is your new belief.
I am enough exactly as I am.
Yep. And I can make my own choices, and that I'm not a bad person. So this is now counteracting the fact that you thought you were a bad person unless you did well. So can you see how much pressure that you've actually been putting on yourself to be a good person, just so you could eliminate not being a bad person? But in actual fact, that was just something that you made up as a belief that that's how the world worked.
Yeah.
Now when you connect to your soul and your truth, it's telling you that in actual fact you are never a bad person, that you're actually a good person, and that you can actually make your own choices, and that you're enough as you are without the doing well or the being good or anything like that. And there you go. And that will be affecting all those different things. So that's actually going to stop you now listening so much to other people, and it'll allow you to start listening to yourself. Okay, so, but we need to acknowledge that you did have the belief that you're a bad person within, which did stop you from connecting to other people, which did stop you from attracting money, which did stop you from aligning to yourself, and did stop you from moving more into your spiritual process, because the thought that you were a bad person actually said that that's what you were, and you had to counteract that time and time again and change your behavior away from who you were. Now we're bringing you back that you were never a bad person, and that you are actually enough as you are. That then completely annihilates that old belief, and you can now relax and enjoy your life.
Okay.
And that's it. How good is that?
That's great.
Yeah. Because now you have the awareness that you listened to other people and you didn't trust yourself based around the beliefs that you created. You've then completely turned it around into what was true, and that is now your new belief. And the beliefs are on the show. So let's see what happens now, huh?
Sure, and it's a full moon too tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow?
It's a full moon tomorrow.
Oh, I had mine last night and I didn't have any sleep.
I did it. Yeah, and I'm actually traveling next week. I'm going to the western part of the U.S. to see a holistic veterinarian who's been working on one of the dogs, and it's about a 2,400-mile round trip.
What?
Yeah, my girlfriend and I are doing that. We're both excited about it.
You will love that.
Yep, we will have a blast. We're going. The veterinarian is very excited about it because she does holistic stuff and very spiritual stuff, and so we're trying to go more back. We're not trying. We are going back to more natural feeding of the dogs, and trying to keep them healthy that way, and let them. Like when you did that juice fast, we're kind of doing that with the dogs, except they're eating them.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens from now on, because you did actually have the belief in there that you were a bad person when you weren't being good all the time and whatever. Yeah. So I'd be interested to see how things pan out from now, and just listening to your guts, like listening to your intuition that, I don't really like online dating, so I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do the things that don't feel good.
And I really have been trying to do that, because I think your teachings and stuff have encouraged us all to do that.
No more? Yeah. Listening to yourself from now on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you'll find the answer.
It'll all work out if you just stick to this.
Okay.
Yeah. So well done. So just see what happens and go from there. And if you've got any new awareness, just keep using this process, the 5-step process, and going into what it means about you, and then where it came from, and what is the truth. And you'll just eliminate those beliefs left, right, and center. So it's awesome.
Oh, that was great. Thanks a lot, Kim.
My pleasure, darling. Well, let's keep me posted on how everything goes.
Okay, and I hope you have a good sleep whenever you go to sleep.
Thank you.
What time is it there?
It's 11. It's only 12 o'clock in the day.
Oh, 12 o'clock in the day. Okay.
It's a long time till I go to bed.
But no, it's almost 11 o'clock p.m. my time, so the day before. So
there you go. Well, you go off to bed. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for allowing you to play around with this universal mindset technique. It's a really awesome technique, and I just love it. And I think this is really going to change things for you.
Okay, thanks so much, Kim.
Yeah.
Morning, whatever.
My pleasure. Bye, darling. Mwah. See ya. Bye.